Alright guys, we're going to make some shiner. That's a little swim bait, 2-inch. And we're going to do it in flash color. I've been in the shop working here off and on all day. And I've been making flash stuff this week. I've spent a lot of time in the shop. It's been raining. So I got plenty of flash left over. Here's what I do when I have left over. You don't waste it. If it's a solid color like that, you can cut it up like that in the cup. You stick it in the microwave. It takes about a minute, 2 minutes in that area. But what I do is I go do like a minute. Let's do a minute 25. I'll let that melt. I'll pull it out and check it, and I'll give it a few more minutes or whatever it needs. If you're not careful, you can burn it. And it's hard to guess exactly how much you have plastic sometimes. Even when you're doing 2 cups at a time. Yeah, I was on 2 cups at a time, and I pulled both cups out. One was like 360, and the other one was like 300. They're never the same. So what you got to do is just do a little bit of time, pull it out and check it, see what the temperature is. You're guessing every time. Add a little bit of time. You're better off doing it 2 or 3 times and coming out with some good plastic you can use when you're burning it. Because when you burn it, it turns brown and it's junk. It's just like a burnt biscuit. Alright guys, let me get this right. I need to get it to 320, something like that. We're going to shoot it in these shiner molds. Alright folks, I got her. Took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you had to time up. If you take it out and stare it around some, it really helps it. Helps it melt faster. Once you get some liquid in there and get it started, it's the best thing to do. Just open it up, stir it a little bit, put it back in there, and work your way up to. It takes about 335, 340 to get it to melt good and get all liquid. If you don't, you get little lumps in it. And you get a lump in it, when you suck it up, it'll fill this hole up. So you gotta get all the lumps out of it. And of course, if you got a lump in it, these little tiny tails and stuff, it's not gonna fill them, is it? Alright guys, let's try it. See if we can open the molds. If we can find anything. The moment of truth. Huh. Oh, they're all on this side. Fooled y'all, didn't it? Y'all thought there wasn't nothing in there. There you go. Let's pull one of them off. Alright. That's the flash color. Trying to help you see it. Yeah guys, it's old school smoke. I mailed some of these out. Well, I may put some packages together to mail out today in the fry. And this is just a, sometimes you look at the stem, it helps you some more than anything, doesn't it? It's just smoke. From some of y'all older guys, you know, back in the 80s, 90s, we threw smoke a lot, didn't we? We threw smoke with black flake, red flake, blue flake. They called it bluegill. But this has a blue tint to it, to the outer side of it. Can you see it? It's got a blue highlight in it. So it's a smoke with blue highlight. So it's got a blue tint to the outside of it. And it's the old school smoke, silver and black's all it is. But I call it flash because I put a lot of silver in it, as y'all can see it in there. And it works great, no problem. Alright, let me go ahead and open both molds. Now, guys, this is a porta catch. We're doing 1 to 400. Okay, there you go. There's 10 of them right there. So, right there's the giveaway pack. 1 to 400. You must be a subscriber to leave a number. This is a subscriber giveaway. That means you must be a subscriber and to leave a number. Alright? To leave one number per person. If your wife wants to subscribe to the channel, she can leave a number under her name, okay? Or your brother, or family members in your house, same house with you, that's fine. 2 per household. 1 guest per person. You can't go over the number. The only other thing about it, let's say we're doing 1 to 400. Let's say it gives us the number 200, and you got 201, and somebody's got 195. Well, the 195 is going to win. We got to have a way, because we could have 199 and 201. Who do I send it to? That's why we do that. You go over the number, you're out of it. All right. On Wednesday nights, I do a random number draw. I film that, load it on Thursday, show who wins. Okay. So you look for that. On Wednesdays and Fridays, I load fun videos. As long as I have them. Right now, I've got plenty of them. Made a couple more this weekend. So little 8 to 15 minute videos on just fishing with some baits. All right. Appreciate y'all guys. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome all the new folks. That's my schedule. So right now I'm loading 4 videos a week. Loading 3 for you to watch, 1 for you to go and check on. And if you leave a number, go on Thursdays and check, okay? Because I have one person last year that won that never did collect. I kept commenting to them, kept telling them, hey, you won. So I don't know what happened. Have no idea. You never know what's going on. Life can be busy sometimes. Life is strange. So I don't know what happened to them. But they never did contact me, send me your address. On Thursday, I'll comment to you on Wednesday night and say, hey, you won this week. Some of you that are buying baits, I might have your address if you bought lately. If you bought last year, then I don't. I'd have to go back and go through all the records to find them. So if I ask for your address, please just send it to me. I'll mail that to you. I usually mail out on Friday. I try to make a point to make it to the post office on Friday and mail out. Okay? Appreciate y'all guys. Please watch the video. See y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country. See ya. Alright guys, I'm fishing the bridge. Y'all can see how busy it is because there's a restaurant on the other side and they sell gas, and it's some crappie stacked up right here on the corner. Most of these fish are post spawn now, but it's a real windy day, but it's hot. It's 80 degrees. It's a good day to get out and throw a swim bait, try to spot some fish, and just cast at them. You ain't got to worry about the traffic, the wake. You're bouncing up and down, wind beating you. When you're throwing a swim bait, all that's not quite as important. Yeah, there's so many boats coming through this bridge and only one can come through at a time that they got to wait to take turns. I know why my line's catching on my end now. I've had to re-glue this tip, and my glue, it's got a little buckle in the end of it. It's catching my line. Now they've moved out here under my boat. That last batch followed me out here, and now they're under my boat. I just threw back to the back corner of the boat, past the boat, and reeled back past the boat, and one of them ran out and grabbed it. They're using the shade of my boat. I'm sure y'all have had that happen to you. Those are babies. We're gonna go on. I'm making sure I keep on catching babies. I just thought I'd check because it was a bunch of fish here last Saturday, a week ago. There was a bunch of fish here. Looks like it's still a couple out here on I don't know what this is, guys. When they build bridges, they do all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to stop and fix my rod. They do all kinds of stuff to pump water out and get out of the way when they're working. They build stuff, set pumps on. So there's all kinds of stuff around bridges like that. Now, this ain't a crappie, guys. Oops. This ain't a crappie. Oh, most of the bass don't even make the video. I don't know why I leave the camera on, because I usually delete them anyway. Last video when I was here the other day, I caught 10 bass. He's a fat thing. All right, guys, last one was a bass. Let's see what this one is. I said I was gonna go, didn't I? I didn't. When I went to make a circle to leave, I seen some more crappie, guys, on my live scope. And like I said, they don't mind the traffic. They're sitting under the traffic. Just ain't no size to them. See them right there? See, they're 50 feet from me. And I like that. Y'all watch the channel know enough now. I don't want them 15 feet from me. I want them out there 50, 45, 50 feet. 35 to 40 feet is perfect. They're easier to catch. They're not spooked yet. I have some, they're gone now. I had some under my boat that followed me back. The first ones I caught were on this corner. It's a big rock, guys, but I'm telling you, it's man-made rock. I've showed it to y'all in another video. Y'all think back when I made a video about fishing bridges. This is the bridge I was fishing. And they followed me back and got under the boat. Well, I couldn't get them to pay attention to it. I caught one when he's under the boat. I just had a bump. I wasn't ready. That was my fault. I had a slack line. You need to keep, when you're using the swim baits, you need to keep your rod about 10 o'clock. So one hit, you can pop him a little bit. My one hit me and I wasn't ready. Because a lot of times they'll hit it, carry it towards you a little bit, and they realize it's not real, guys. They'll drop it. A lot of times you get a bump, you go like, I had a bite. He hit me pretty good there, but I didn't get him. He let go of it. He hit it and realized it wasn't real, let go of it. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Tackle Bass, and they made a video about that, about bass hitting the bait and letting it go. And the fishermen, they'd done it to each other. There's two guys on that, you know. And the one told the other one, he said, that bass hit your bait 3 times and you never set the hook. He said, I didn't know it. He said, yeah, he was hitting it and spitting it out. All right, guys, there's a small one. Yeah, I think most of these are going to be small. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move. I am going to move this time. There's a bunch there. I'll show them to you again if I can find them. I can see there's a lot of traffic here, and I knew they would be here. See there? They're on a hump. That's all it's holding them, is that hump. Guys, this is a little nicer fish. I'm out here on a point now. He ain't no bigger. Finding those bigger ones is tough. I mean, he's a little bit bigger than that last one I caught, but he's probably right at 9 inches. When you guess, I'll tell you what, I can't get these hooks out of them. Don't y'all buy any of these hooks, because they won't come out. You gotta grab them and pop them out. I think a lot of it is the size of the crappie. You catch small crappie, you can't get your fingers in your mouth, can you? You know, to really get a hold of the hook. It's easy to just grab it with something like pliers and go on, you know. Bam. He acts like he's big. He's a little, he might be a touch bigger. Okay, guys, I don't know what time it is. I didn't come out to 2:30, something like that. It's 3 o'clock. I've been fishing a half an hour. I probably, I don't know how many I've caught, but they're not easy to catch today, and the wind blowing really hard does not help any at all. Guys, I found another one. Now guys, y'all notice I'm back to fishing open water, and these are males that have took part in the spawn. This is April. This week is last week in April. They're done here. There's probably a few still spawning. They all don't spawn at the same time, I'm sure. But the bass has been spawning. They've been on beds. That's a small male. And they're starting to move back to deeper water. Last weekend was the first time I've caught them coming back toward deeper water. I caught some last weekend off of docks. And so far this weekend I've caught a few off of docks. We'll go hit a dock here in a minute, because I want to put a mixture of fish in this video, not all just out of open water, or not all just out of lay down. I like to have some of them off a different structure. Now this one's off the same here in the open water. A school came by me, just moving real slow. He is a decent one. I was gonna say he's a little bit bigger. He is a little bigger. Man, you think he wanted that swim bait? Woohoo! I tell you, the traffic's so bad that y'all see my boat bouncing. Like I told you at that bridge, guys. You get a warm weekend. It's 80 today. It was 80 yesterday. People will come to the lake houses. That's a nifty tool right there. I haven't tried to find them yet. The hook sharpener on it too. I've used it quite a few times. It's got a groove right here in the back. And guys, I don't sell these. I need to contact somebody, see if they'd sell them to me, but I doubt they would. Some big company probably owns it. It's got Mr. Crappie on it. And you can fix that hook right up. And guys, here's another open water crappie. They look bigger. There's 3 of them. I looked over going down this bank, and I was threw way ahead of them. I thought I couldn't see my bait. You gotta keep the boat really still to see your bait, guys. Some of y'all don't have a live scope, but some of you do have a live scope. I had a guy tell me the other day, he said, how do you find your bait? He's had one bait 2 months now. I said, you gotta keep the boat still. Now, if you got it on 30 feet, yeah, 35 feet, yeah, that's pretty easy to find your bait. But see how much the boat's moving here right now? I don't know if y'all can tell or not. I'm going I'm going toward that bank real fast because the wind's pushing me. So the bank's coming up close fast. You can't keep your cone is 20% at the end. So the further it goes out, the wider it gets. You can't keep a fish in that cone if your boat's moving. So I'm pretty close to the bank here now. I done moved 10 feet while I'm talking to y'all because the wind's coming from this direction. Plus I got boat traffic's really bad today. It's 80 degrees, a lot of people out there. All right, let me stop the boat here. But this is the cove I moved to. I fished this cove before with y'all. There's a rough little piece of stuff on the bottom there. That's a Christmas tree laying sideways. Sometimes when you put them down, they don't stay up. Now there's two nice fish right here at 20 foot. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just running these pockets, looking for fish that's moving, that's setting still. The spawn is over, so now they'll kick around these pockets. Bass do the same thing. They kick around where they were spawning out, and they stop on any little cover, sometimes open water. They're just trying to feed up from being part of the spawn. Usually they're pretty aggressive. I've got a lot of them wanting to follow me today. So hopefully that gets better. I could have caught more the last place I was, but that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is not to see how many fish I can catch at one spot. It's to catch fish off a different type of cover with this swim bait, okay? All right, guys. He ain't gonna be no big. I thought this was gonna be a little bigger at first. I think a lot of time they open their mouth when you set the hook like that, trying to get rid of the bait, and they're scooping all that water, and that's why they feel bigger. You think so? Yep. He wouldn't hook very good. Come here. Stop flopping. I'll put you back in. He's just a little fella. Well, they are running about the same size, guys. Cookie cutters. Hey, he might be. This is 9 1/4. And this one came off a little piece of brush. See. I'll see if I can find it. See right there? I don't know what that is, but like I say, it looks like just a little. It ain't very big. It's only, well, it might be taller than you think it is. No, it's 3 foot tall. I'm looking at my numbers, guys. 4 foot tall. It's 4 foot tall. That's all it takes, guys. It's a little piece of brush. Somebody was asking me about the other day. Somebody said, "Do you ever put stuff down?" Yeah, I've put down quite a bit of stuff this year, and I'm gonna do some more. I've got window weights while we do replacing windows in old houses. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I messed that one. That's on the same spot there. He hit me. I messed him. And they're long metal weights, and they got a hole in the end where the rope's tied onto them. So when you slide the windows up and down, you can. Oh, he come back and hit me. You can hear it beating, you know, inside the window, because the window's a hollow right there, right? But anyway, I've got about 20 of them. And all you got to do is get somewhere and get you some brush. And brush ain't hard to buy. I got a bunch of bamboo growing behind my house. All you got to do is get some brush. Or if one of these people would let you use some brush, or sometimes you can cut something. You can cut something that's fallen off and laying in the water. I mean, there's trees right here that are hanging down like that little maple. They're hanging down in the water. You can walk right over, reach up there and cut you off 2 or 3 limbs. They don't have to be monsters, guys. Bigger than your thumb, you know, and bigger. And get you a little handful of those, tie one of those weights onto it, and make about 4 piles like that, tie them together, drag them out to where you want them through it with a rope, let go of one end of the rope and pull it out. And you got a spot. It don't take a monster spot. They just like to have something to hang over, don't they? Hang around. One thing, it draws menace, I think. And I think the other thing, it makes them feel like they're safer. They got something to hide around a little bit. Yeah, I seen 3 in open water. That's decent. Again, there's where a live scope really helps you. I've been sitting here in one spot, guys, and the couple I've caught is right in front of me. That's where they'd follow me. Once you catch a couple, there was like 5 or 6 there, and I caught 2 of them, and the other 3 going like, nah, not me. I thought he was going to be bigger. I don't think he hit 10. I don't think he'll be 10 inches. Well, guys, see, they done moved back to docks here. Like I said, once spawn happens, they'll start moving back to docks. And they're spawned around docks also. I mean, I don't want somebody to say, well, Dennis, they probably spawn around like they do. But when they start schooling back up, so they scattered out there for last week. Crappie were hard to find. And they were scattered all over the lake, shallow water, deep water. Now they're starting to school back up. And I'm starting to see a school, starting to see them run open water again. Like I caught those earlier in open water. Starting to see that again. That's all a sign that the spawn's over and they're starting to school back up for the summer, what we call post pattern, the summer pattern. All right, guys, got another one off the dock. All right, not many here. Let's say they're just starting to move back here with these little males. I don't think there's going to be a big fish in this video. You know, usually get a 12-inch and better in videos, but I don't think it's going to be one in this one. All right, guys. This one was out here off the dock a little bit. I'm looking around. 2 or 3 come off the dock and went out through there, and I started throwing at them. And this one went toward the bottom and stopped, and he hit it. A couple of them looked bigger, but they wouldn't hit it. So, like I say, you get a dock like this, there's always fish around it. See here? See there, I'm running across the bottom. See if I can find the ones that nope. See if I can find here. Hold on. See, I don't even see the couple. You see some of those flashing marks. Some of those are crappie. Like right there's 1, 2. Like I said, there's not many. There's a couple. All right, got another off the dock. I'm gonna tell you what I done, guys. First thing y'all gonna say is, Ness, you switched rods. That's right. I had a 1/32 ounce hook jig head on this rod, and the first cast I got a bite, and the second cast I caught one with it. Y'all hear me say that a lot of times. Man, them little hooks hold. Woo! Don't y'all be afraid to use a size 6 or 4 hook. I'm gonna tell you that. There it is. He's right at 10 inches. All right. These are size 4s, but this is a 1/32 and it's a chartreuse head. So I switched colors and weight. All right, and I got a bite right away. The 1/16 was easier to skip back there because the wind's blowing, and wait, I'm out of the wind a little bit right here. It's not as bad here. You can see the water's a lot calmer because the wind's blowing this way. So I'm in behind some trees here in the house. So it's pretty protected. You see the water chopping out there. So I'm in a little pocket out of the wind, which is great. But this small, wait, this don't skip as far, and but I can move it slower, and it's going to sink slower. So sometimes you need that slower fall, and you need that slower movement. I had to move the 1/16 a little faster. All right, guys. I don't think they're going to get any bigger. I started so I was going to call on the other one, and I stopped. I'm going to call it. There's a couple things I need to do at the house this evening. He's hooked into tongue. I don't like that. He is a baby, though.